Welcome to SelectCon 2, presented by UnitedMasters. And the subject today is something near and dear to all of our hearts: Atlanta influencing everything. The title of the panel is Atlanta, the Future of Music and Media. I am your moderator, Naima Abdullahi, a longtime ATLian, four-time Emmy-nominated culture correspondent here in Atlanta. Previously worked for Fox TV Charlotte, along with NBC Atlanta, and currently with a Will Packer production called Central Ave, which is a culture platform that's nationally syndicated in more than 210 markets. And our guests today, Coach K and Chris Hicks, very honored to be speaking with both of you. Coach K, well-accomplished, influential music exec that is recognized all over the world for helping to co-found Quality Control, which houses a lot of amazing talents from Migos, Lil Baby, Yachty to City Girls. And we have Chris Hicks, who has recently been named Chief Innovation Officer of Quality Control, which is amazing as the label pivots from not only music to the media area. Now let's talk about that collaboration and that synergy of that pivot, which is amazing and speaks to the appetite that Atlanta has right now. Coach, if you could chime in on that.
I just think it's just perfect timing because Atlanta has become, I would say in the last, I would say 4 or 5 years, the media hub, to me, of the culture, and one of the largest. I mean, when it comes to film and television, I think Georgia might be number one now. And with everything that we're doing in music, it was only right that we diversify as a company. And Chris Hicks being one of my long term friends, that someone that I kind of looked up to, who kind of paved the way for someone like me to actually, want to get into the music industry, and I watched this guy, he left the music industry for a while and he jumped into the film and television space, to really learn it. And during that time, we started having a really good synergy in conversations. So it's like our friendship like turned up, and like in the last 2 years, I think our mind state, we were kind of like walking the same fence, and it was just perfect timing. He kind of had his appetite, like I think with where film and television is, and where I would say like the music industry and culture is, him being on both sides, he was like, I think I could be, a very good, I could help you. So, we came together, and it's just the start of it. But I feel truly in my heart that we're about to really create some history.
No, that's amazing. I strongly believe that too. Chris, let's go a little bit more into your specific role, helping to identify, develop, launch new partnerships across film, TV, digital, music master, publishing, so many things. If we look at your music experience in the industry, helping to co-found Noontime Music with so many Billboard hits, helping to consult so many amazing artists from Usher, the late and great Aaliyah, to Mary J. Blige. Tell us about this very moment and how exciting this new territory is for you. You're used to what you've been used to, but now we're about to enter a whole new chapter in building an infrastructure for the city of Atlanta.
I think that we have a unique opportunity. First and foremost, I just got to shout out my brother, Coach K and P. I think it's a real rarity in this space where Black men can get together with a common goal and figure out how to move it forward. So just with that, I just have to speak to that. But Atlanta has a very unique opportunity. I think that we've been at the forefront of music culture for the last 25 years easily. But we did it without any of the larger corporations deciding that they were going to come here and set up shop. You had entrepreneurs, L.A. Reid, Babyface, Bobby Brown come here, plant seeds, and generations of young entrepreneurs have kind of followed suit to that. Quality Control being, a derivative of that. And so, but we didn't have the benefit of having huge infrastructure here. As you look to the film and TV space, there's probably been $5 billion of infrastructure built here over the last 7 years. We have the best tax credit in the world because it is uncapped. And so you see such an influx of studio work happening here. And then lastly, we have probably I'm going to go out on a limb and say $9 to $10 million of economic impact happening here. And so, with music at this point sells everything but itself. Coach and P have done a phenomenal job of building an infrastructure and a culture that speaks to that. And so now we were just trying to figure out other ways to leverage that influence. They're well on their way to doing it. I commend them. For us, this is, I mean, the announcement happened last week, but this has been something that's been cultivated for years. I've been knowing Coach for 20 years, always having a meeting of the minds, always kind of seeing the landscape the same. The respect level has been on a 10. And so I think that this is an opportunity to move their brand into other spaces. And it's just a hustle. It's just common sense. It's not rocket science. It's seeing where it works culturally, seeing where it works authentically, and figuring out how to pivot into those areas.